Here we are. Let me set things up a bit. So we're back here from vacation. Hopefully you had a nice little, relaxing time. And today we're going to start a new lesson. Let me go ahead and set everything up here. And this time it's going to be called titling. Okay, so there it is right there. I'm going to try to beef it up a bit so you can see. So titling are words that appear on the screen, text, any kind of things. And so this is something you should be familiar with. Okay, if I go ahead and press play. So you were able to learn about, of course, the project panel. You should have the bins, by the way. You should also have, and by the way, a lot of you did not turn in the bins project, the bins lessons, and not sure why you're not doing your work. Okay, it's something you ought to consider doing. Okay, so that would be creating bins right here. Okay, only 7 out of 19. That's not good. So if you did do it, you can do a screen capture of this area right now, and I'll accept it, but it will be late. So I asked you first to go ahead and import images and videos, which you did. Export, I asked you how to export something, which you did. You put transitions. You were able to separate the sound from some of these videos, okay, which was really good work for the most part. Now we're going to add words. Okay, so what we'll do is you just pay attention. There is a text, oops, what happened there? There is a text icon right there, okay? And so you should be able to see that in your toolbar. And if you click on it, and basically what you're going to do is you're going to just like in Photoshop, you're going to click right there. Okay, and you'll notice that obviously it's got to settle in there. So now it's ready to type. So you can just type in 2 computers. Okay, now of course it's white. You can't really see much. Now to move things, you got to click on this icon right here, which is the selection tool, or the Premiere version of the selection tool. And notice how you've got different kind of little handles that appear surrounding it. Okay, so this guy here, well, let me go ahead. You can actually zoom up, you can move it, and you can actually rotate it by clicking here. Okay, so watch this. You notice that you can actually rotate it on its axle. Okay, so it's, of course, is not the best thing to do because, yeah, see how it kind of messes things up. So I'll just Z, there we go. And if I want, I can move this in the middle here. Okay, and now I can actually, if I want to, I can, well, there we go. Not an expert in this because I don't, but notice now I can actually rotate it along the middle. So that little object here is the point of rotation. Okay, so it's called the point of rotation. Okay, there it is right there. Okay, so that's what it's called, but this is not going to do much good for us because this text here, I can notice that is the white background back there. I can move it down here if I like, that'd be okay. So, but still it's kind of hard to see. Well, what's going to happen is you're going to go to the effects control panel on the very upper left, effects control, and you'll notice right here it'll tell you the text. There's how you control the text, and it'll have part of the words there, 2 computers. And if I click on this arrow here, now I can start controlling it. I'm not a big fan of this font, so my favorite font in Premiere is this guy right here. It's it's Anthro, which is nice. You notice how really crisp and clear this is. These icons down here, I can bold it, I can italicize it, see that? I can make it all capitals. Okay, pretty cool. I can make the capitals but small capitals. See that? That's actually really cool. And the rest I can underline it. So here I can control like the distance between words. See that? Look at that. I can do all that. Okay. And then this one, obviously, if there was, this one is called the leading. That means a space. There's only one line of words here. That would be best if there's two. This is how I increase the font. See that? And I guess that's where I'm at. So now, down here, I could change the color, appearance. Okay, if I don't like the blue, or the white rather, I can change it to, I'll move it over here, I can change it to black. See that? I think I just made things worse. So if I put it here, basically a title should belong right here. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to give it a background color. Check it out. I'm going to click here. Actually, I have to click on this thing here. And then I'm going to click here and I'm going to choose a nice background color. I'm going to choose yellow. There it is. Now I can see it. And of course I can go ahead and kind of diminish the opacity a little bit. Not sure what this does. Oh, that increases the size. Pretty cool. So anyways, you can also have a shadow, a drop shadow, so it has a little effect there. Alright, pretty cool now. Okay, so I'm not sure, you can go ahead and play more with the drop shadows. No point of stroking. Let's see, mask and text. Yeah, you can press on it, see what it does. Notice that it kind of goes away, but when yeah, well, we don't want to do that right now. So you can invert it, I guess, but anyways, we'll keep it at that. And here is where it shows up in the timeline. Okay, so there it is right there. And what you're going to do is you're going to move it so that it's the width of the footage to computers. Now let's go to the next one. Okay, now this is brick wall. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start again. Okay, first part. Okay, steps. Okay, 1, move. Okay, playhead on track. Okay, move playhead over the footage. Okay, and that's what we're going to do. We moved it over the footage, as you can see. And then what's going to happen is we're going to press on the text tool, okay, on the toolbar. Press on text tool on the toolbar. Toolbar. Okay, there. Okay, so click there. All right. And then click on the footage on the program window. Okay, as you can see, this is the program window right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to click here and we're going to say the wall. And you'll notice right off the bat that it assumes the same I guess same features as the previous, but that's not what we want. We want to give a unique. Okay, so what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and first thing we're going to do is, now of course black will go with whatever. So what you're going to do now is you're going to click on the wall right there. Okay, again, we are in the effects control and we are going to remove the background. Okay, and the wall kind of fits nicely. We can actually increase the font a little bit, notice that, and make sure it's selected. Okay, make sure it's selected. And so I think sometimes you may have to highlight it, so there we go. Oops, yeah, it's about that's good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to give it a different font. Okay, so I'm going to find something that looks pretty graffiti-ish. There we have it right there. We got the wall, and then we're going to add a little drop shadow. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and you notice that it's right over there. Okay. Give it a little kind of a 3D effect. There we go. And again, you can do whatever you want with it. You can make it a different font, different size. You can actually make it really bigger if you like and move it over, and that's how I do it. Okay, and then notice here at the timeline you got to move it over a little bit, and ultimately you're going to watch this. So you want that same effect that's down here. Okay, so you want to put down I think I have it as cross dissolve, so I'm going to type in cross dissolve up there. Okay, click here, and then I'm going to put it right there, and see how nicer smooth transition. But if you notice here that the transition is not the same size, so you may want to make it the same size. And if you click on it, notice it changes colors. Okay, let me do it again. If I click change color, and then I can actually, well, let's see if I can do that here. See, I thought maybe I could make it bigger, but anyways, I'll have to go to the effects control and make it bigger that way. Okay. Oops, smooth it out. There we have it. So it's not as big. There we go. And now let's do it. Okay, a little bit better. And I'm just going to do one more. Okay, so let's go again, move it up here on track, move the playhead over the footage. Okay, and then press the text tool. And then we're going to click on the footage. Okay, and then I didn't put this right here, but go ahead and type in the words or the verbiage. Okay. And then what you're going to do is add characters using the effects control panel. Okay, so I'm going to type amber waves. Oops, I'll just go ahead and put this down one. And I'm going to use the selection tool to kind of move it. And amber waves is kind of, well, let's see. Let's put this like this and highlight it. And of course, this is a good time for me to show you this feature right here, which is called kerning. Okay. And what I do is I kind of make it, if I bring it back, notice the words get closer. Let's go ahead and find a different font. I don't know, what's an all-American font? Futura. I'm not finding anything that I like. Actually, that's kind of the best one right there. How about Lithos? Whatever. Well, this looks pretty good. Yeah, kind of reminds me of the 50s, old Chevy days. And so what you can do, by the way, is watch this. I'm going to fill this time with white, and then I'm going to stroke it with black. Okay, and let's see if I can increase the stroke a little bit. There, check it out. Dope. Alright, so go ahead and of course don't forget to move this over. And I'm not sure what transition I use. So is the slide. Yeah, it kind of appears a little bit later. So we want to use the same. Let's see if we can do something. Right click. Oh well. And basically what I did was I copied this, Command C, edit copy. Okay, and then I put the cursor right about there, so you notice that there's a C there, or a little red thing there. That means that space is selected, and then I do edit paste. There you go. So now let's see how it looks like. Better. Okay, so your job now is to basically add titling to all footage. Okay, and then export as an MP4. Okay, call it titling, and then your name. Okay, .mp4. Okay, so in other words, example would be titling all right. Okay, hopefully you understand this, and if there's any questions, just let me know. Okay, see you later.